Hello everybody and welcome back into Scotiabank Arena for some more Toronto Maple Leafs hockey action. The Leafs and the Florida Panthers, second and final meetup this year. Toronto, a happy Easter to everybody watching. The Panthers will go in retro, the Leafs will go in older uniform. Here's a chance for Hagee in front, and a stop by Shulgren out the gates. Here's another, and that's blocked. Played up ice by Riley for Marner. Here's Toronto in over the Florida blue line and fakes that and gets it in deep. After that goes Austin Matthews. Montour loses it. That's drop back for Kerfoot. His pass to the far corner. Looking again. That's Marner in front. And pickpocketed by Foligno. Here's Foligno ahead for Barkov on the left side. Riley trying to get back. Here's a chance. That shot blocked. Erik Shulgren back-to-back shutouts coming into this game. Both in stunning fashion. 3-0 and 4-0, allowing 0 goals in his past 2 games. As offside here against Nylander just past the 5-minute mark of this first period. Faceoff will come just outside the Florida line. And the draw one back and controlled by the Panthers. Forsling up the right side. Brody trying to get back and defend. Here's a look and a shot. Stopped by Shulgren. He's down on that. Bounced in front. And he made that save too. Robertson plays that back around. It's picked up by Riley on the wing. That's turned over. And now brought out again. And right back in, but offside. Oh, Florida in this first period. The Panthers and the Leafs scoreless in this Easter special. Here's the draw. One back by Tavares. The pass gets to him. Here's John Tavares. Open ice with a move in tight. And he sends it off the mark and wide. They'll drop that back for Riley. In this finds Brody. Shoots. Stopped by Bobrovsky. Second shot of the game for Toronto. They go back-to-back right there. Here in the corner. Played for Brandon Montour. Up ahead for Reinhart. Sam Reinhart with speed. Up the right side. He'll look in. Center for Bennett. Kicked down by Shulgren. Moves it front. He made that save too off a horrible giveaway. As they go after it again, that's Riley. Up the boards and back out. Nylander races after it. William Nylander from the corner. Drops that back for some help, and it finds Yarncroke, and he'll just flip it right back inside. Past the halfway mark in the first. Scoreless here tonight from Florida. Toronto is in come the Panthers. Bennett, that's blocked and played off the boards and back down the ice. And an icing called against the Maple Leafs. Just under 7.5 left to go here in the first period. Scoreless from Scotiabank Arena. Draw here will come to the right side of the net. And it is controlled and won back by Florida. Shot stopped by Shulgren. He got that in the glove. Sandin up for Bunting. To the middle of the ice. He'll fire that in. Takes a weird ricochet, and it's picked up by Mahura on the icing call again. Maple Leafs have worn these uniforms once this year already, and they had beat the Calgary Flames 2-1 on a special game. As drawing one back. Here is Mahura. Turn that over. Yarncroke takes off. Here's Calle Yarncroke. Might have help with him. Yarncroke in. He'll go to the backhand. Score! Calle Yarncroke with 5:42 to go in the first. Gives Toronto a 1-0 lead. Outweights that left pad. That's all Yarncroke has to do. He'll take off here. The Panthers will not stop him. They're all over him, but he gets that right around that left pad in tight. Bobrovsky just about has it, but doesn't have enough to get that pad across in time. And the Leafs strike first. Face off back to center ice. That will get the fans going here on Easter. Drawing one back, controlled by Hall. Here's Yarncroke again. Winding up, waiting, and in. He'll send that wide. Bunting for Malgin. Malgin looks back. Here's Bunting. Center that for Yarncroke. Off his stick and it stays inside. Yarncroke in behind. Here's Malgin in front for Bunting. He'll drop that back. And that finds Hall. Getting up slowly, Yarncroke. Bunting to it again. The Leafs setting up Malgin. There's Yarncroke. Spins and fires, and a shot blocked as he looks for his second of the night back to back. Here's Barkov. Panthers bring it ahead. Carter Verhaeghe. Right side and in. Open lane on Shulgren. Tried to center, got it back, and he's taken down there. As the Leafs will get it ahead and out. David Kampf, just a minute and a half to go here in the first. Flipped around by the Leafs. Bunting knocks that on the bounce. He'll drop back for help. And Hall, here's Engvall. Shoots right on and stopped by Bobrovsky. As here come the Panthers the other way. Seconds running down the first. Verhaeghe in. Left side with speed. His shot. Redirects off the mark and wide. Panthers battle for it again. 2 seconds to go in the period. Blocked by the Leafs. And that will do it for one. 1-0 Toronto through the first 20 tonight. From Scotiabank Arena, the goal scored by Calle Yarncroke. Shot to goal after 1, 6 for Florida, 4 for Toronto. It's 6-1 Panthers. Faceoffs 3 aside. No power plays. 1-0 Leafs through 20. Welcome into the second period of play here tonight from Scotiabank Arena. The Leafs and the Florida Panthers. As here comes the draw to center ice. One back and controlled by Florida. That's turnover. Austin Matthews in alone. Stopped by Bobrovsky. And a face-off here in the Florida zone as the Leafs came screaming in, looking to make it two. Yeah, good dash, a dangerous one by Austin Matthews. Most dangerous player in the league right now. 46 goals on the year, hitting game 58 of the season. That's still pretty good. Here's Brody. He'll look back for help, and it's Kerfoot in the slot. Can't settle it down. Panthers bring it out to center. Shots this period so far, 1-0 Toronto. Panthers in, looking, firing that, and Shelgren just knocks it aside. It came in front, and he made another dazzling stop. Here's Matthews with speed. Dangles his way inside, fakes, and now looks and shoots, scores! Austin Matthews with a bullet. Number 47 on the year, 2-0 Toronto. Oh, what a stop by Shelgren. One way, the Panthers come storming in with a chance back-to-back, and then Matthews with his absolute wicked release right from that right point, just behind that circle, and the Leafs make it 2-0. Bobrovsky will shake his head about that one. He'll want it back as Toronto with a 2-goal lead early here in the second period. Matthews was stopped to start the second, finds the opening this time and finds a way to put it in. For Heggie, taken down there, Leafs pick it up. Matthews with speed, he has Marner with him. Austin Matthews gets by, and again, shoots, and that one, where is it? It's over the net. Montour, Marner keeps it inside. Mitch Marner dropped back. That found nobody but Verhaeghe, and the Panthers will turn the other way. Here comes Florida in with a shot, and Shelgren up to the task again. Brody, here's Matthews for Nylander. Almost halfway in a 2-0 game. That's fired around and finds Matthews again. It rolls to the side of the Florida net. Nylander in front. His pass was cut, and the Panthers get it out. Back again at center. Looking to regroup now over the blue line. In from the left side. Drop pass shot. Stopped, and it's in the net. And it's waved off immediately on the kick. The redirection was a clear kicking motion. I believe this one's coming back. Yeah, right there you can see the tilt of the left foot of the Florida player in front. Not sure who, but it's kicked in. And here comes the call on the ice. It is no goal, as we suggested it would probably be, and it stays a 2-0 game. Panthers thought they had one there, but just enough of a kicking motion to get it called back. Face off the center. One back controlled by the Panthers. Montour through the middle of the ice. Brings it in and picked up by Nick Robertson. Robertson's heating up recently. Here he comes to the net. Scores! Nick Robertson. He goes backhand, forehand, back to forehand again, and puts it by the netminder. And Sergei Bobrovsky to give Toronto a 3-0 lead at the 8:35 mark of the second period. Now what a bullet right there. Bobrovsky loses track. You can see him stand still. He is stunned by that release. He can't even see it coming, and it is too fast to stop. And Toronto with a 3-goal lead now. The worst lead in hockey. Faceoff will come back to center ice, and yes, it is the worst lead in hockey. 3 goals. It's usually a burner for all teams to have it. As here, they come again, and that is stopped by Bobrovsky. Kept in, Robertson, drop pass, it's back, and it's turned over Brandon Montour. Panthers have it. That's played ahead for Bennett. In the middle of the ice and bringing it in now. In on Shelgren, past the Balsers. He fires, and a stop by Shelgren. He'll make that stop and hold on. 9:03 left to go in the second. 3-0 Toronto here against the Florida Panthers in this Easter special. St. Pat's last game, and Toronto beat the Montreal Canadiens 4-0. You come into this game, same story. 3-0 before that, 3-0 here tonight. A lot of zeros on the board for teams against Toronto. Here comes William Nylander with the moves and gets that by on a step, but lost the puck as Gudis gets that ahead for Bennett. And he's taken off by a bump, has it again and centers, and it's knocked out by the Leafs. Yarncroke off the bench. Robertson, he'll play that ahead and finds Nylander taken down on the wing. Panthers get it back. Bunting chases after that. Florida trying to just get it out of the zone. It stays in. Bunting to the net! And a stop Bobrovsky right to the chest. He will cover with under 6 to go here in the second period. 3-0 Toronto leading, and Panthers who have had their looks in this game, and Toronto as well, but they have 3. Here's the draw. One back, controlled Mahura. He controls through center. Kachuk. Here he comes with speed. Down the left side to the net, and can't get it clean on goal. Leafs almost let him go. Loose in front, and a stop by Shelgren as that one came right in the slot. Here's TJ Brody, 4 minutes to go in the second period. Brody breaking in to the net. In front, there was Yarncroke. It's loose, and they knocked that right on. Bunting plays it up the side of the goal. Leafs back in front. That pass finds Brody. Stays in for Morgan. Morgan looks in front. Can't get a shot. Here's Brody in, and it goes high. Here's Bunting. 2 minutes to go in the period. Yarncroke. Bunting again. Back for Yarncroke and misses and comes back out the zone. Brody. Reset here for Toronto. Morgan right back in. That's fired around to the far side. It finds Morgan Riley with a move and a good stick play there by the Panthers. Here they come the other way. David Camp tired, trying to get back. Panthers from the right side and losing it there. 5 seconds to go here in the second period. Tkachuk stopped by Sholgren, and the Leafs will bring a 3-0 lead into the final period of play. Eric Sholgren 1 period away from 3 straight shutouts in net. Yeah, what a season he's having. Eric Sholgren for the Maple Leafs been very deadly this year in between the pipes and stopping every shot faced as of late. Toronto getting outshot after 2, 14-10, but leading 3-0. Hits are 13-2 Florida. Face-off 7-6 for the Panthers. No power plays. 3-0 Toronto after 2. Welcome into the final period of play. The Leafs up by 3 on this Florida squad that never goes away against Toronto, but tonight they've been held at bay. Here's the face-off to center, won by Matthews. Pass ahead to him. Here's Tkachuk on the turnover through the middle of the ice. Panthers look to get it in again. There's Tkachuk with speed. Had a man on him and lost it. Played for Matthews. Austin Matthews has Kerfoot with him. Fakes it, shoots, and that is off the leg. And played for Montour. It came in front, and Bobrovsky dives on top of it. Montour again from behind his net. Good pressure here by the Maple Leafs early here in the third. Verhaeghe sent back. Here's Tkachuk from the left and in. Takes a bump there. Barkov. Now Matthews. The pass from Riley for Austin Matthews. Matthews again. Breaks in. He'll drop back instead. Marner down the slot. He can't get it to the goal. Here's Kerfoot. Back in front. Redirected. But Bobrovsky plays that down back in the play. Here's Barkov again. In his own zone for Forsling. Up on the wing for Verhaeghe. In over the line. Loses the puck again. Gets it back. And hooked there. And the Leafs somehow don't get called on that. Martin. Here comes Kerfoot. He has some open ice. Florida's not going to catch him. Kerfoot in! And a stop for Bobrovsky. Plays that down for Montour. Here come the Panthers from the right side. It's Tkachuk. Tkachuk in again. Looks and shoots, and he fired that high. Goes all the way back down the Florida ice on a missile. Robertson was after it. Forsling's there. Good pressure. Leafs have it again. Robertson. Here's Tavares. Fakes his way inside. In front. A shot. Scores! Justin Hall puts it in the net and makes it 4-0 Toronto. The defense steps in here in the third period. Another goal for the Leafs as Easter continues to shine for the Maple Leafs tonight. Yeah, what a hockey game. Toronto in full control in this third period so far. They haven't really had chances to set up. It's been all Panthers getting that puck and bringing it into the Toronto zone. The first rush of this third period really for Toronto, and they were able to convert on it. Here's Robertson in front. That pass, it was close. Mahura. Here is Bennett up the wing and right back into the Florida zone again. They will reset. Panthers in. Reinhart has an open lane. Bennett in front. Stop. Rebound. Scores. And there it is. Rudolph Balcers puts it in the back of the net and gets Florida on the board. Eric Sholgren, his shutout streak will come to an end at 11-11 of the third period to make it a 4-1 game. Now Panthers will take goals any way they can get them right now. They've been on a really hot roll, and Toronto has just kept them off the scoreboard all night long. Finally, Florida finds a way to break through. Rama back. Here's Gudas on the turnover, and Sandin plays it ahead. Good cut back by Gudas. Here's Reinhart up the boards. To the net. In front. That one stopped by Sholgren. Yarncroke. Here's Sandin, and that's played back ahead. Mahura to Gudas. Now Reinhart. And that's turned over at center. Yarncroke plays it in. Here's Kelly Yarncroke, and he's offside. 6:40 left to go in the third period. 4-1 Toronto leading. As here comes the draw. Ready again just outside the Florida line. It's 13-5 Panthers. It's been a very physical game in games against the Florida Panthers as usual. Drop pass. That was Morgan coming down the slot. He'll play it back in the middle, but it finds Florida and comes out again. Bennett back in. Taken down. Heavy there. Here is Sandin ahead. Michael Bunting with speed and opportunity. Bunting breaking in. Shoot. Stop. Loose. It just sent wide. Now again in the corner. Bennett. It stays in by the Leafs. Gudas. And he will get it out the rest of the way. Here's Gudas in the Toronto zone. A lot of opening for him. His pass cut. Yarncroke to Bunting. Far up ice, it finds Mahura on the turnover. Here's Balsers again. Leafs get it back. Yarncroke already has one. Here he is! And he scores! His second of the night. Bobrovsky got most of it, but not all of it. And it's 5-1. Maple Leafs in full domination tonight, with just under 2 minutes left to play. Yeah, the Maple Leafs have been having some really tight games as of late, scoring 3 goals a game as of late. The last game getting 4 against Ottawa here tonight, now with 5, and starting to pick up on the scoring again, this Maple Leaf squad that's really done a great job this year. Hit there on the play. Here is Listerainen. He'll play that for Montour, and up ahead for Lundell. Taken down on that hit. Robertson to Riley. Up the boards. Good pressure by the Panthers, but it's kicked free. Montour back in again. Panthers setting up. Here's White. His shot blocked. Gets it back in front. And a great stop, Sjögren. 40 seconds to go. That's played down the ice. Nylander races after it for Toronto, and the icing waved off. Pass it front for Tavares. He scores! He makes it 6-1 in the final minute of play. And that was an easy tap-in as the pass came in front. And Florida's netminder never saw it cleanly. An absolute Toronto rout here on Easter. Draw one back. Here's Montour at center. Good pressure. Panthers in. Lundell stopped by Sjögren, and a face-off in the Toronto zone. Leafs came into this third period with a 3-0 lead. 3 goals scored, 1 allowed. Their best period this year is the third period, and it's the most goals that they've scored in this game in a single period tonight. A 6-1 lead. Draw one by Matthews. Brody up ahead for Marner. Down to the final 20 seconds or so. It's fired in around. Finds Kerfoot. Looks at front center that shot. And that's Bobrovsky with it. Forsling. Marner was in the way. It stays in by the Leafs. It is Marner again. Mitch Marner breaks in. Shoots. That one loose. And it goes to the corner. Matthews. 7 seconds. Here's Kerfoot. Looks back for Matthews. That one missed. Got it back. It's blocked again. Marner. And he'll kick it around. But Toronto will win it. 6-1. Over the Florida Panthers in complete domination tonight on Easter. Leafs will finish this homestand against the Columbus Blue Jackets before hitting the road, starting with Columbus, a home and home coming up.